Welcome back to the channel. We are here with the first run with our SCX6 Scouts and Kirk's first run on the Power Wagon. This is his first patina job.
What's up, guys? Me, Kirk, and Ryan are out here in the woods sweating our booties off, trying to get you guys some good video of the two new Scouts.
Wagon Creek has now become welcome to the jungle. Sha-na-na-na-nees.
Sha-na-na-na-nees.
I'm telling you.
So we got both Scouts out here, and Kirk has his killer Power Wagon.
Yes.
All SCX6s, and we're in the jungle, boys and
Sweating
girls.
up.
And it is hot,
We're
baby.
taking a little break right now. It's a birthday run. Let's go.
Happy birthday,
This
Ryan
man's
Ramsey.
birthday.
31.
Yeah, 31 and driving.
Yeah, I got promoted to the North Pole, so I'll get out of this hot stuff here soon. I'm working on the, I'm a stunt double for Santa.
Nice.
I've got the belly going and the beard's halfway.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go.
what we're talking about. We're gonna try to do some sweaty 3D scanning when we get done with this today.
Yeah,
We'll see.
it'll be a puddle.
It'll be a puddle.
It'll be a puddle driving my next rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Peace, guys. We'll see you next one.
So here we are. We've got our Scouts out for the first time in forever, and Kirk's got his Power Wagon. We're out here at Wagon Creek, and things changed quite a bit. It has grown up quite a bit, and there's been a lot of water, so the terrain has changed, but it's still fantastic. Just having a blast running these sixes, and consistently over the moon with what it is that we're able to, put together and customize into a tough and tumble truck. I don't want to tumble it, but it's definitely tough. This is a pretty serious downhill right here, actually, and there's a cut coming up. Not this first one, but I think the second cut right here in this sequence. I literally fell in a hole and turned the camera off as I fell in the hole. That's what happens when you're backing up filming these things. So yeah, it's the cut right after this. Pretty tipsy, but we made it. Just barely. And I backed into a hole, but I cut it out. Pretty steep. So Kelly's running the Mickey Thompsons on his, and I've got the stock Honcho tires on mine, but we built our Scouts really off of the same files. Obviously he went open concept and I went with the box back. I grew up around the truck version of this paint scheme, International, and so I just had to make it. The traction was crazy good. The ground was still, you know, kind of wet, so the traction was amazing no matter what tires you were running. But the Mickeys really like it out here, and I think those Honcho tires do pretty good. I like the BFGs as well that come on the Wrangler, but definitely not the same kind of traction as the Mickeys or the Honcho tires. But many of the trails that we're used to taking are completely grown up, so you have to take the creek bed or forget it, basically.
I guarantee that's how we come up. Usually. Yep.
So definitely stick around to the end of the video. I'm going to include a lot of shots as far as the progress and the build goes, and we'll talk about that on my scout project. So from the beginning to the end, I took a lot of pictures and photos as I went along. So if you're interested in what it takes to, you know, bring one of these big SCX6 3D printed bodies to fruition, stick around to the end, because I will go over all of the shots and kind of talk through that a little bit. Water brake.
Like swing my back end around. There you go. Fuck yes. Yes. Yep. Even better.
We decided to let ourselves be seen with the trucks this time, just so you can really get a good idea of the scale of these
It's the
things.
getting up part's gonna be hard.
How big are these?
Yeah.
This big.
Smile. No, stay there.
Oh, I can't. That's good.
Yeah.
Love the looks of this one.
Hug it right if you can stand it. So you have room if there's a slip left still. Oh, that worked out really good.
this spot is where the sand erodes to. So we went from mud to sand right here, basically. And it's wet enough that all the tires did really well. So overall, the best day ever. The build discussion is coming up very soon. Thanks for watching. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. A lot of airplane stuff and a lot of 3D printed custom bodies on 6 scale and 10 scale trucks. Really enjoying putting those together.
That was never a sweat, was it? Super nice.
Power Wagon did awesome. Scouts did awesome. Super happy with these. And check out the channels. I'm going to link them in the description box for Kirk and Kelly. They've got their own channels and they film their own shots of these outings as well. Check that out. Here we are, motley crew. So this is the full-scale version of what I was trying to make. My grandfather had the extended truck bed version of this very paint scheme, and I thought I'd make one as well. You can see my A-pillars are a mess. There's a lot of facets, the glue joints, all this lining and facets on the radius. Really not fantastic to start with, but we worked it out. And so I did a lot of filing and sanding way before I ever got any paint on the truck. And you can see I've exposed the lines there for the radius, and then I've spent some time filing them down and the glue joints, and we're moving into the Bondo. So I did a lot of filing and sanding before I ever got the Bondo and paint out on this one, which saved me some time later on, I feel like, but I still did a few coats of paint. I'm starting to fill in and build up the A-pillar and those goofy wing windows. And this is the first coat of paint on. And I did this so I could give myself a break and really see the highlights of what still needed attention, rather than look at the whole thing in Bondo and spend time where I didn't need to. So this is almost like a guide coat, this first coat of yellow, just to see what's going on. Went back at it with the Bondo again. Some more filling. That's a piece on the hood, the roof, I mean. Starting to clean up around the lights a little bit. The things that really, I think, visually matter. You can see I'm making those lines go away on the back and the facets. And so this is the second application of Bondo here, and I can kind of see what I'm working with. But again, it's a little bit, it's a lot to look at. So let's throw some paint on it and see if we can get by. So this is, you know, one iteration. So 2 coats of Bondo at this point, 1 layer of paint, and it's coming along. It's getting there. But you can kind of see, you know, where that Bondo's at is where it was in bad shape. The faceting is softening. It's going away a little bit. We're looking at gloss paint with flat over it. Touch up Bondo one more time, hitting a little bit more, trying to clean up some of these lines around the window, some fine sanding, and getting close. Cleaned up those lines on that curve there, that radius around the light. There was a notch right there on the roof. Got that formed up and filled up. Got the windows cut in. Getting there. Driver's printed off. He's huge. It's from the CJ7, but blown up to like 200 some percent. And and more paint. So this looks like the gloss before the flat was on it. And I did wet sanding this time, but more scrubbing, less sanding. And then it was time to start doing the International Scout, the iconic paint and stripes that were on this Scout from really 71. This Scout body says it's a 65, but with a little bit of extra work on dummy marker lights and reverse lights, I could really make it look very much like the 71 I was trying to emulate. The bezels are a little different around the headlights, but that's it. I'm just printing with PLA, but I sand a lot. I created this to mount the front to the cross member, fake dummy marker lights. You can see the flesh tone on the mix, and it's really starting to come together now. I've got the driver dropped in, fake reverse lights, dummy marker lights. The Snowstar decal Kirk hooked me up with. He had a contact to make those, and I just sent him the image and they got it dialed. Kelly came up with the little Scout logo there that we put on the emblem. I threw a little extra embellishment into the gas caps just to give them something to hold on to, so to speak. Can't get over that, just sets it off. And knocking down that gloss with that flat finish, and then a scrub with a green scrubber pad just to kind of knock it down, really set it off. Thanks so much for coming by and checking this build out and running video of the Scout unofficial build off. Special guest Kirk's Power Wagon. Thanks so much. We'll see you in the next one. Bye now.